Having a jealous partner sucks. Whether that's they're not supportive of your wins, they're not your cheerleader, whether that's that they think you're cheating all the time, whatever it is no good for your relationship. And you have likely tried to do a lot of things before and nothing has worked. Well, today is going to change that, because I'm coming at you with my 3-step, really easy to apply process for moving from that jealousy and resentment and yucky feelings to security, confident, love, all the hope, all the goods. So stick with me, because we're going to get there today. I'm also going to talk about this really great little offer I have at the very end, which is going to fast track your success. So definitely stay tuned. I'm Dr. Abby Medcalf. I really have been doing this work. The thing I'm known for is doing this kind of work with my own clients, but also integrating all the best research, and that's what you always get from me. So let's get to it. Jealousy at its core, I want to say this first and foremost, is all about insecurity. It's inadequacy, it's feelings of low self-esteem. That's it. Jealousy is not, when your partner is jealous or possessive of you, it ain't a compliment. Do not take it as one. Take it as a warning that your relationship is in trouble, a warning that trust has left the building. And I really want you to really think about this right now. If your partner is jealous of you, again, whether that's because you've had certain successes, if they're jealous of your time or your energy going to other people, if they're actually jealous of you possibly cheating, whatever that is, it really doesn't matter, because at its core, it means they don't trust you, right? Without trust, you cannot have openness and vulnerability. Without openness and vulnerability, there is no way to have true intimacy. I mean true emotional closeness, where you feel that exhale when you're with your partner. You know they have your back 1,000% of the time. If your partner's jealous of you, they don't have your back 1,000% of the time. There's no way, because they're always on the lookout. They're suspicious. They're looking for the negative, not the good stuff. And you can't have a love relationship based on those kind of fear-based emotions. It doesn't work. So moving this relationship is of utmost importance to you if it's one that you want to stay in. So that's number one. You really want to understand what it is and what you're dealing with. And by the way, as I'm talking today, if you hear something that really resonates with you, I really want you to comment below so other people can be inspired by your sharing. And when you write it down, it's way more likely to really stick with you. So as I'm talking, if something really sticks, I want you to comment below. So anyway, stay with me. So let's talk first about my step one of my 5-step process. And really in the step one, it's all about getting into the love, getting yourself centered in the love. You cannot start a conversation with your partner thinking, okay, I'm going to go into battle. Here we go. let's get ready and gird my loins, whatever. That is no way to enter a conversation. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be negative. It's not what you want. You are the one who's noticing things. So you're the one it needs to start with you. Getting yourself centered, making sure you're not feeling defensive, that you're not feeling dismissive, that you're, staying away from the don'ts, which is really where you're just going in there to prove your point to your partner. If that's what you're doing, forget it. First of all, it's not going to work. Haven't you already tried that? Isn't that why you're listening to this? Because it hasn't worked. So you have to get out of that. I need you to stop, set intention, which I call the 18-second shift, which I will link to in the links below. You can check those out in the links below to see that video, a whole video on just setting the intention, or the 18-second shift, because it takes that little time and it really shifts your focus. But I want you to think in a way, if you were going in to deal with a child who was very afraid, or your best friend who was really afraid of something, would you dismiss their feelings? Would you tell them to stop it? Would you tell them that they should just whatever? Would you, right? You wouldn't. You wouldn't be going in there for battle. You'd be leaning in. You'd be thinking about, wow, this afraid person, how can I be there for them? How can I show them the love and support that they need to feel more secure? Guess what? That's exactly how I need you to be approaching this conversation with your partner. Remember what I said, fear. This jealousy is a fear emotion. It is on inadequacy, low self-esteem. They don't think they're good enough for you. Why else are you jealous? Give me a break. Why else are you worried about all that unless you don't feel good enough? And trust me, sometimes a jealous person can hide the jealousy behind a big ego, what seems like a big ego, but even a big ego, people who really know they're the you-know-what don't feel a need to show everybody they're the you-know-what because they actually feel it. They don't need that reflected to them. So whenever you're with someone who's bragging or talking about how great they are, that's an insecurity end of the story. So really think of that first. Go in with the love, centered in the love. And then the second part, and this is the real biggie, is to be curious. You have to go in with this mindset that you've got to get to the bottom of this. You have to find out, what is the problem? Why are we here? What's really underneath this jealousy? Where's that low self-esteem coming from? Where's that fear of inadequacy coming from? And let me get really clear. If the answer is something to do with you, if your partner says it's something to do with you, that's not it. Because their insecurity, their jealousy is their issue, not yours. Don't take it on. So if that's their answer, it's just blaming you and putting it all on you and it's all about you, you have to kind of take a breath, stay in that loving intention, get yourself focused, and go back with more questions. You're not asking the right questions is what's happening. You're not getting to the real reason. What else are they feeling? What does this remind them of? Has this ever happened before? Has this happened in previous relationships? Did it ever happen with their parents or a sibling or a friend or another serious romantic relationship? Where has this shown up? There's a lot of really good questions you can ask. Once again, I did a great video on that, which I will, again, link to below the video, or it might be showing up somewhere here on the screen right now. and that video on really, are you asking the right questions in your relationship is really going to help you ask the right questions. So, but I say a lot, don't sack your relationship, don't offer suggestions, give advice, or criticize. So as you're talking to your partner about this, don't do those things. Just keep asking, keep trying to dig into what the real reason is. And again, if it's about you, then that's not the real reason. You have to go a little deeper. Whatever it is should be about them. And then finally, number 3, step 3, is to focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. You've got, it can't be moving away from something. It has to be moving towards something. So what happens with jealousy, on any of these fear-based emotions, is it keeps us stuck in a present state and really in a past. It's usually about what you did or didn't do before, what's been happening or what they perceive has been happening. And it's not about what you're doing now and where you're going. And remember, what is this about? What's jealousy about? It's about fear. It's about insecurity, right? So how can you make your partner feel more secure? Well, there's really nothing better than setting goals together, setting relationship goals that you're both working on, because that's the best, right? Well, let's get together. So, and you see how this turns the conversation instead of into the he said, she said, and you did this and I did this, and you're all focused on all this content. And by the way, you're not convincing them to change their mind, are you? No. And they're not convincing you. So it's a waste of time. Instead, let's look forward to what we do want. So what do we want? I get that you don't like this stuff, you can say to your partner, but what are you looking for? What do you want? And let's move towards that. And that's really, there's nothing better than setting goals together as a couple. It is, puts you on the same team. It gets you in the same alignment. You're working towards the same stuff. It's the best. Now, you can do this on your own, but here is my little special offer that doing it, sometimes you can make a lot of mistakes when you set relationship goals, and not sometimes, usually. And there's really a specific way to sort of make them real goals and not just kind of wishes or stuff you want. And you need accountability for goals. You need follow-up. You want to make sure that whatever changes you're making don't just fall by the wayside, right? Don't just, like, it's a great idea. You have a lot of energy about it on Monday, and then by Wednesday it's gone. So I do have a relationship goal setting workbook. It's normally $17 on my website, but I am giving a special offer here because I really, really want you to do this. So the cheapest, the lowest price we could come up with is $3.97. How can you not go for $3.97 to help you move your relationship forward? And here's the deal. You're going to go over to my website. There'll be the link right below. abbymedcalf.com, and you're just going to go to the link below, and you're going to put in a special code, which is down there with the link below. It's goals 109, and you're going to put that in, and that's when you go to the website and you buy the relationship goal setting workbook, and that is going to bring the price considerably down to $397 for you. And I'm going to say one more thing, because I love you this much. You can share this coupon, okay? With some, please don't like post it everywhere, but if you have someone you love in your life, or a friend, or a parent, or a sibling, or someone that you really think could benefit from getting the workbook, I want you to share it, because that's what I'm about. So you have my permission to share the code with friends and family who you think would benefit. You do not have my permission to throw it up all over the place and give it to the whole world. And I trust you not to do that. So please just, share it with people that you know and love and think would help. I totally want you to get it. So go check it out. And that's it. You can see all the great links to the videos that I mentioned, the link to the 18-second shift. Are you asking the right questions in your relationship? And I didn't even mention this one. The 5 steps to great listening are all right here. I know they're here somewhere. Definitely in the links below the video. I'm Dr. Abby Medcalf. I help people create lasting change in their relationships, even if their partners or anyone else won't do a thing. Thanks for hanging out.